Welcome to Detroit, once the automobile capital, now a city marked by abandonment. Neighborhoods emptied, schools, cinemas, banks, and crematoriums abandoned. How could such a powerful city fall so far? In what has long been considered the most dangerous city in the United States, we're going to spend almost 4 days there exploring places where even the locals no longer dare to go. And honestly, we weren't ready for what we were going to discover. One of our biggest fears in Detroit is places that could potentially be squatted. The atmosphere is heavy here. It feels like a ghost town where anything could happen.
Yeah, the atmosphere here is definitely unique.
Wow, I forgot that was here. Well, if we imagined finding all this here, honestly, never in my life.
Oh, that's horrible. Shine a light. Damn! Yes, it's open. That's horrible. Bam!
I don't like this city. Let's leave.
Hello everyone, it's Gabriel.
And Quarantine. Today, we're back with a big video to wrap up the year. It's July, but we're finishing now since we'll take a break in August.
Today, the plan is simple. We're going to spend 100 hours in the most dangerous city in the United States.
For those who know, we're talking about Detroit, a city with hundreds or even thousands of abandoned places.
We went there to explore. For those 100 hours, we were in a strange atmosphere. For 2 days, we didn't see any patrols or police cars. And also, we really felt the crime and the poverty rate of the city.
At times during our explorations, we didn't feel safe at all.
For those who've seen our video on Gary, United States, this place is similarly dangerous, except for Gary itself.
It's the most dangerous city with less than 100,000 inhabitants. Here, we're really talking about the most dangerous city in all of the United States.
To kick off our Detroit visit, we decided to explore an abandoned bank.
And you'll see inside, we're going to make a gruesome discovery that will immediately set the tone for the city.
The neighborhood really isn't reassuring.
It's ghostly, actually. Did you see?
Yeah, there's no one in the streets, very few cars.
There are a lot fewer cars than near the airport, obviously.
So, now we're heading towards a new abandoned place.
We should be right there.
Look, that's abandoned.
Wow, I didn't expect to find a place with this atmosphere.
That's a bank too.
Really?
Yes, it says bank because I say that's a bank too. What we just explored is a bank right there.
Are we going to be able to go in?
That's what we're hoping. I don't know. I think we're going to do it on foot this time. I'm not sure if it's going to be interesting, but we're going to check it out anyway.
Okay, we're in the bank.
The place looks very, very uninteresting, and it actually is.
But what might interest us is that there's a vault in the basement. That's often the case, but the building itself is really nothing special.
But here, it's true that this door looks like it might lead to something a bit more prestigious.
The building is in bad shape.
I think that was it, the chest.
Maybe that was it. The chest, indeed.
I really think that was just it, the chest, although.
No, that's archives, documents.
We need to find a basement. It's not the chest.
Ah, it goes down well here. Everything's good.
Wait, what's that? Is it? Oh, that's horrible.
What?
Shine a light on that.
Is that a cat?
Is that a dog? Dead?
It looks dead.
Oh, that's horrible. Shine a bit more light over the top.
Oh, damn, yes, it's open.
Oh, that's horrible. Damn, man, he got eaten like
Who would eat a dog this size? Did it just come here to die?
its neck, it's eaten like, yeah. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, I never found, oh, that's horrible. Damn, I'm not reassured. I'm completely shocked.
Yeah, same.
I don't like it here. Let's leave.
Oh, whoa, it's not easy to get to the basement.
Wait, that could be a chest too, right?
Yeah.
That looks like a chest. It's more likely.
But in the entrance like this?
The dog was right there, so it's possible.
Oh yeah, look, there, you can see the gross thing on his neck even more.
Oh.
That's really sad. This is off to a really bad start.
This image is awful. Oh, dog, that's recent, right?
Yes, just a few days ago.
Damn. Oh, let's get out of here, huh?
Yeah.
Already, first experience is pretty weird. We couldn't get in because people living in a trailer behind came out as soon as we approached. We didn't really want to stay there any longer.
And they had dogs too.
Yeah, the dogs notice us from afar. What do you think of Detroit's atmosphere?
Yeah, that's right. We already got to explore a ghost town. Gary.
For those who saw the video, yeah, it's the same thing. Times 1,000, it's much heavier, much more intense. We're on a street with many abandoned buildings, including one on the left. I don't know what it is.
Before we continue this video, we wanted to ask you something. Don't hesitate to give a thumbs up. It's super important for the video's ranking. It really helps us since we put a lot of heart into this report. Please leave a comment. It boosts the video's ranking.
For example, what was your favorite exploration in this video? We'd love to know. So,
Thanks to everyone who does it. By giving a thumbs up and leaving a comment, let's get back to the video. You'll see we're going to cover several aspects of Detroit as the video goes on. For now, we're starting with this aspect, which is abandonment. I'm not comfortable, actually, as soon as there are people who see me with a camera. Carrying a camera doesn't make me feel any better. That girl just stared at us strangely from her car again. What? That girl gave us another weird look from her car.
really? They must wonder why we're here.
I'm just uncomfortable being outside with a camera.
Definitely city of Detroit. Even the clock looks beautiful.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. After finding the first abandoned bank, we went outside. We realized that actually the neighborhood we were in was completely abandoned and there were only boarded up buildings. The empty streets created a terrifying atmosphere.
The empty streets are creepy, and seeing someone is even scarier since you can't tell their intentions. It could be someone dangerous, armed, or on drugs, so we had to be very careful with our video equipment worth several thousand euros.
We worried that carrying a camera in Detroit might make residents think we were filming abandoned neighborhoods or similar scenes. So it really added a thrill. Detroit has been linked to high crime rates, particularly since the 1970s during deindustrialization, poverty, and population decline. For several decades. It was one of the most violent United States cities with high rates of violent crimes like homicides and drug trafficking. But we'll come back to that a little later in the video.
And this city, how did it go from being one of the richest and most powerful cities in the United States to such a huge decline? That's all because of a company you know, the car company Ford.
We just got hit with a cold shower there, a real cold shower. So we just arrived in Detroit and we're starting to drive around the city a bit to explore. And we went to the Ford factory, so the Ford factory that's right behind me, part of which is still in operation. We wanted to explore the abandoned Ford factory, but were surprised to see it being demolished right before our eyes.
Just a few months ago, it was still abandoned.
And now it's completely abandoned and being torn down. There's almost nothing left. I think there are only 2 walls standing.
Yeah, just a little corner like that. Everything else, including the floor, is super clean. They did a professional job.
That's how it starts. This video is in Detroit, which actually has many abandoned places, almost 100,000, I think. That just shows how huge it is.
We're going to do all of them.
We might not do all of them, but now we're going to try to drive around to get a feel for what Detroit is like. Go explore the first abandoned places. This city has some truly amazing spots.
But we absolutely wanted to start with the Ford factory to introduce you to the history of Detroit, because the Ford factory is really important. That's right.
They finally did it. After decades of abandonment and rust, the old Ford factory in Detroit has been reduced to dust. Be careful, this is just the start of a rebirth. The city has major plans for the iconic factory site. They plan to create a new district centered on technology, green energy, and urban innovation.
At Detroit's Ford factory, the industrial world changed with the birth of the assembly line, as we all learned in school. Cars rolled off the assembly line, but exhausted workers led to many uprisings.
Detroit, known as Motor City, became a model for the modern union struggle, especially in the auto industry.
So what's the plan?
It's not going well. The bank wasn't interesting and the factory is destroyed. We're moving towards something more significant.
In a neighborhood with many abandoned houses, since in Detroit there are still a huge number of them.
So now we're going to head over there right away to see and really soak in the atmosphere.
It'll be creepy to walk there, and we likely won't enter the houses since they're probably all squatted. There's an owner who shows up armed, so we're going to keep cool. She's already very much in her own territory. I think it's going to be very interesting and very photogenic. I think we're in an abandoned neighborhood. Did you see the dog at that empty house? Oh yeah? This is a pretty sketchy neighborhood, not very reassuring.
Look at the houses on the left. Everywhere it's completely run down. There are still a few houses obviously inhabited, but this dead end, it's really creepy.
Now, on the other hand, we're going through a street where everything is completely normal. Yeah, that's right. There are lots of cars parked here.
And for now, we're still in the discovery phase of Detroit, so we don't really know what to expect yet and all that, but we're not allowing ourselves to do much for the moment because here you see we're on a street that's still fairly populated. Many houses are completely dilapidated, as you can see. Some Detroit areas are even worse, with neighborhoods having even more abandoned homes. We'll walk around to see what it's like. I think some streets will be completely empty.
There, maybe turn right to go see. No, there, it looks like it is.
Okay, all of this. Abandoned, 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 abandoned.
I think it'll be like in Gary, with the house for sale for just €1.
Yes, that's the case here. There's a program where you can buy houses for $1.
How about we buy one?
Well, we could, but what would we do with it?
Well, we live in it. Are you stupid or what?
We make a video. We actually live in one for a week. It was in the 70s and 80s that the decline of Detroit began. Japanese and European brands offered cheaper, more reliable cars, leaving Detroit behind. Assembly lines halt, factories close, and thousands lose jobs overnight. As jobs disappear, families leave the city, and Motor City gradually empties building by building. That's when disaster starts.
When the factories closed, it wasn't just the workers who suffered. Local businesses lost customers, banks closed branches, and public services collapsed due to lower tax revenue and fewer resources.
Everything else will collapse like a house of cards with hundreds of places abandoned daily.
Detroit's population dropped from nearly 1.8 million in the 1950s to just over 600,000 today. Tens of thousands of houses sit empty and abandoned, not just due to factories but also redlining. Neighborhoods, often African American, are marked in red on maps. As a result, no loans, no investments, and just abandonment. The decline was deliberately organized area by area.
And then, in 2008, the subprime crisis hit. Banks seized thousands of homes at once, and Detroit collapsed even further.
Emptied almost overnight.
This automotive competition affected Ford and its Detroit operations. And because of that, it had a very serious domino effect on all the businesses, the banks, the houses, and that's how Detroit's decline began.
The city's economy collapsed.
A 2012 study found nearly 80,000 of 350,000 houses were abandoned.
That's the percentage.
And that's something we wanted to see for ourselves as soon as we arrived in the city. So that's going to be the first area we're going to visit.
An area where there were really hundreds of abandoned houses. And you'll see, it's really striking.
And look in front of us, there's a huge empty area where there must have been something before. Back in the day, only abandoned houses that were completely demolished to try to clean up the city. But you can still see that there are still a lot of traces of abandoned houses. You should know that the city went through extremely difficult times when it was really on the verge of going bankrupt. It even filed for bankruptcy. I didn't know a city could do that. Gradually, it tried to recover. We'll see that part later in the video. For now, we're just trying to understand what's been abandoned and to see what the city is like today, to see the damage. And you can see that there are a lot of vacant homes, a huge number of vacant homes. On all the houses that are here, throughout the whole city, 23% of houses are abandoned, rising to over 30 or 40% in some neighborhoods.
Again, abandoned.
There's a large vacant lot where there were meant to be just abandoned houses, again and again abandoned. Just before there were 3 that were abandoned. Here it's really striking. The number of houses on the left, all completely abandoned.
There, on that side, abandoned. We even have abandoned cars. And the atmosphere, it's really very heavy here. Come on, let's keep going.
Very peculiar. You really feel like you're in a ghost town where anything can happen.
The atmosphere remains quite peculiar.
We shouldn't forget this city still has one of the highest crime rates in the United States. So it's a bit scary to walk around, which is why we stay in the car.
Currently, violent crimes exceed 2,000 per 100,000 residents, which is significant. Strangely, amid all the abandoned houses in this neighborhood, some were still occupied. And so we really didn't feel comfortable with the idea of taking out our camera and filming those houses, because they were inhabited houses and the people living there could feel a bit threatened. We didn't even get out of the car, we just stayed inside and drove through the deserted neighborhood.
While walking around this neighborhood, you really notice that there are huge areas where hundreds of houses have been completely demolished.
That's mainly to reduce insecurity and squatting. These abandoned houses were frequently used for drug deals and were often the sites of serious crimes, including murders.
Demolishing these buildings lets the city start fresh and move forward.
We're now heading towards what appears to be an abandoned hotel.
Which is huge, right there with the roof completely caved in.
Not sure what happened. Maybe a fire.
But I'm not sure if it's being renovated, because there are lights on the top floor.
There are often lights in abandoned places in the States, though.
I don't think getting in there will be easy.
No, I can confirm that.
It's walled up downstairs, but impressive. Wow, there are even barbed wires. They really don't want us to get in. That's crazy.
We take the pipe there, we get in there.
Right there, we have an abandoned church. It's huge, but no, that's not what you were talking about.
It's a Catholic school, so I think it goes with it.
Ah, yeah, the building is impressive. It's really run down, the vibe with the crazies inside.
It looks huge and everything is really closed off here.
Yeah, I think they did well preventing crime, squatting, and more. Yeah, look, this whole area is walled up, and actually all of this used to be the school. Yeah, there are several buildings at this school. Are repassing, of course. Yeah, it's really well walled up, and you'll tell me that's actually a good thing, because otherwise what would happen? It would just get squatted, right?
Yeah, that's clear.
There's a little hole inside. If you want to get in, you can get onto the property at least.
Yeah, but then can we get inside the thing after that?
This will be complicated. We can enter the house. After the first day of exploration, having found terrible things, abandoned buildings, and many deserted neighborhoods, it made us see how serious Detroit's situation is and how it impacts everyone. Tomorrow, we'll see that this disaster has greatly impacted children too. Little school, little school.
We go right behind there.
What's that? It's a roof for now. I have winter frost, guys. Yeah, the patched up thing is recent. You need to go down and check here.
We'll take the shortcuts.
There's a little chair there just to go down. It's such a hassle. Everything stays in there.
We'll have to go try the thing on the ground floor. This closet here is very recent.
Go see if there are people. Is there a hole over there?
Oh, yes.
We're going to check out the ground floor too, right? The population of Detroit has dropped dramatically, going from 1.8 million people in the 1950s to about 6,000 today. And this exodus of residents is mainly explained by unemployment, insecurity, and the deterioration of infrastructure.
With fewer residents, student numbers drop, leading authorities to close many schools for lack of attendance and funding.
Some schools, which once had thousands of students, have gradually emptied out, leaving unused and dilapidated buildings. And sometimes even filled with all their equipment.
In the 2000s, Detroit shut down over 200 public schools because of budget cuts and declining population. Some schools were merged, but many were abandoned as the city and state couldn't afford their upkeep or renovation.
Accusations of corruption and mismanagement worsened the situation, leaving many school buildings abandoned.
Maintenance at the remaining schools declined significantly, leaving some facilities unsafe for students and staff.
Abandoned schools have become easy targets for vandalism, theft of materials, and even criminal activities. Many of these buildings have been looted for copper, wood, or other materials to resell.
Some of these establishments have even become hangouts for gangs or homeless people, and over time these places have become dangerous to visit and expensive to secure, making their rehabilitation even more difficult.
We're sharing these abandoned schools and we've explored some. Let's visit the first one. Everything inside is still there. It's annoying, the traces of Paul. Yeah, everyone can tell when we come here. Yeah, it's so obvious there's nothing left to hide here. It turns out they're going to arrive right in front of a window that's closed. Yeah, luckily it's Sunday, it's fine, but they're losing our tracks here. There are holes in the hole. Otherwise, look, I have a blue shield, and now it's still burned. I think it was a water leak. We saw people who exposed this school. I'm looking. There was already this water leak, and the flow is significant, so you can't imagine how much water they're losing.
This abandoned school, built in the 1920s, saw thousands of students over the decades. It was an educational and sports center with community programs. In 2006, due to the economic crisis and shrinking population, the school closed permanently. Since then, the building has been abandoned with no future prospects and is deteriorating daily. Leaks, damage, and vandalism persist because the city lacks the budget. In Detroit, another school is closing, leaving hundreds of young people without education or guidance. As a result, youth crime will rise and many will turn to the streets for learning.
We just entered the school,
And we can already hear noises upstairs.
There are many suspicious noises. The water leak is normal, but above us there are loud sounds like someone moving.
Like something is falling.
If something falls, it means someone or something pushed it.
There was only one sound.
No, there was a second one. I'm afraid we're not alone in this school.
Yes, it's possible. Please go ahead.
We're going to move very calmly at first.
Maybe it's the wind?
Yeah, there's smoke. Are you sure?
The smoke?
I think the radiator is causing that. Wow.
What the fuck?
Will we see it clearly at the top to be sure?
Yes, I think so.
That way we avoid being caught from behind. Even better, we just want to see what's there.
We'll meet up in the school.
Absolutely, everything is still here.
Yeah, and this isn't the most impressive room we'll find. As we say in Bordeaux, you're just alone.
We're going to check it out up there soon.
Okay, after finding an entrance, we were inside the abandoned school, and we started hearing a lot of noise upstairs, so we were afraid that someone might be squatting there.
And of course, we're in Detroit, so we were afraid that this person might be dangerous. In a panic, we decided to arm ourselves with a broom, just in case, to fend off a potential attacker. We went up the floors to check for anyone.
I think it's fine, no one is here.
I think it was the water in the radiator of the paneling.
That's crazy.
Here, it's nearly in perfect condition, and there's less water than on the floor below.
Here, we're in the game room.
Wow.
With a foosball table and a hockey thing.
Turbo hockey. A mini foosball table.
A bit rusty. We're super stressed.
I hope that was an idea. There's a gym here. The school is really fully equipped.
Impressive. And according to our information, we could still turn on computers here.
There was a room full of computers. If it's still there, we could turn them on. Oh, the Olympic Games logo. Let's get out of here.
We're going to look for this room. We don't have either, but it's there. It's odd that a place like this still has electricity.
Can we open this? It's full of cobwebs.
The old student lockers. There are several different city names. There's Kiev. Over there, it says Chicago. The smoke in the back, I mean the atmosphere, you really have to look at what's over there. Here, we have a room with only computer equipment.
It's much warmer here.
Yeah, it's strange. And this room, it's plunged into darkness, it's gloomy.
We could mine so many bitcoins with all this.
Not sure all the equipment is still there. You still have equipment with you that could have been used by schools. Even if the computers are pretty old, it's for an elementary school, you know? That's more than enough.
Yeah, it's still good for that.
I had that kind of computer in elementary school. Exactly, except that was 20 years ago. All this doesn't make me feel any younger. What we found in this abandoned school was shocking.
All the equipment was left, including notebooks, computers and desks, all of which are valuable.
We quickly noticed something surprising. The school's electricity and heating are still on, but who are they keeping it warm for? What are all these gas canisters? Is that oxygen? That's oxygen. Why is all this here? It's not the first time I've seen rooms dedicated to oxygen in American buildings. I don't know why that was there. There's still another floor after this. Oh yeah, I think there was a gym up there. Yes, there is. There are ping pong tables. Maybe we can play a match if we find one. Incredible.
First of all, it's a photo taken here. It's exactly the same doors. Here we have a classroom. It's a mess.
It's scary that the place is heated. Right now it's comfortable, so it could easily be squatted. That's the frightening part. If we put in a little effort for a nice photo, we could arrange the seats properly.
It could look great. I think it would take under 5 minutes.
Yeah, it can be done in 5 minutes.
Yeah, actually, we can do it right now.
We can do it now. Come on, let's go. It's still crazy. Well done, that's better. There, we cleaned the room. It looks much better and feels satisfying now. The illustration shots will be much nicer. Most importantly, we can better understand life before, instead of only seeing it ruined by others.
Those very young people. Because tables like that, well, those were chairs made specifically so you couldn't rock back and forth.
No, I think it was people aged 15 to 18. The sizes seem consistent. There was a little place to store your things underneath. Did you see?
Yeah.
We told you and we really noticed it. In this abandoned school, vandalism is very present. And some rooms were completely trashed, not by the elements, but simply by vandals. And that really made us angry. We found a beautiful room and decided to tidy it up completely.
And you can see it, the before and after photos are absolutely crazy. The photos are actually available on Instagram. Gabi Coco.
We share all our trip stories there before they're on YouTube.
Go follow us there. We're going to keep exploring it just like we're touching the radiator. It's burning. You may not realize it, but this room is very heated. We'll keep exploring and try to find the room with the computers now, hoping it's not as messy as this one. Let's go, it's hilarious. Look, it says no food and no sunflower seeds, as if that's all they eat. Students, I think we can go see what's in there.
Go ahead.
Here, this is the first room, and you see. Ford donated it and sponsored many local schools, especially providing sports equipment. You'll see, there are 2 gyms in this school. I think this is one of them, or maybe it was a large study hall, a big room for studying. It looks more like a gym, right, when we talk about the mat?
But it does look like a gym, yeah.
Oh, there? No, but yeah, I noticed there was something over there. It got torn off. You see, I don't know if that's the room for the electrical stuff. I don't know if it is. Huh? It's strange like that.
Like in the engine room and everything.
What's that big thing over there? What happened? That's the metal staircase.
Did you see? That's the metal staircase over there.
Ah, okay, all right. Does it lead outside, some kind of emergency staircase? Exactly. We'll keep exploring other rooms and probably return to the first floor, since I think that.
We still have things to see on the second floor.
All right, we'll stay on the second floor then. Let's find out what's up there.
You're really impressionable right now.
And then we'll go to the first floor. Let's go. That's really Jigsaw's bike. Yeah, it's the one from the bathroom, right? Come on, come on. Old photos are always something.
Yeah, do you think it's this room?
Maybe this room isn't heated, unlike the others.
The handprints on the children's walls.
Exactly, it's quite an atmosphere. You can see there are faces here. You see, for example, they're between 3, 4, 5, and 5 and 6 years old during recess. We were at a primary school, painted cake. By the way, we must not forget something very important in this school. Do you remember? Yes, is there something very important to find in this school?
The computer room?
Oh yes, the bunker. There's one under the school for protection during tornadoes or major events.
That's true.
And we're going to try to find it afterwards. Oh, look over there. Oh, the computer room. Incredible. Are we going to be able to turn them on?
I don't think so, but wow, the computer lab, it's so cool.
Thank God this one wasn't trashed. And I think with the school's deterioration as time goes by, the school still had electricity, heating and water. Due to water damage and power loss at the school, we only have about a dozen computer stations.
All of this is different, people.
Yes, it's a shame. It's kind of one of our dreams to turn on a computer again. We thought today was the day we would make that dream come true. In the end, no. And by the way, you'll notice that on a lot of desks, there are these labels with water numbers each time. And I think it must have been sold at auction. Afterwards, I did some research on the internet about these specific water numbers and they never showed up online.
Here, we also have some photos from that time.
It's not here. These seem like personal photos. That's such a cool discovery. Oh, this is probably the principal's office. It says music and arts on it. Oh no, maybe it was just for the closet next to it. Yeah, I think so. It says teacher. Maybe a small teacher's room? Yeah, I think so.
A small computer, keyboard, equipment, desk, and calendar for class organization.
I'd like to find documents mentioning a final date. That would be interesting. Over there we have a date, I think. 2004, 2004, they're all 2004, 2005, 2005, so that's 20 years ago, exactly 20 years ago. We'll look for more recent documents as we go. It seems consistent. Anyway, this school has been closed for a long time. It's too much. If you're behind me, what's wrong? It's incredible. I'd forgotten that this was here.
I didn't even know there's a filming studio in this school.
So, first of all, the first thing to note is that the room is heated. Once again, there are spotlights in the room. And we have a filming studio to make a mini news press for the school. It's absolutely wonderful. Maybe they had their own school newspaper on a blue background, things like that. The setup is really beautiful. I don't read the cameras anymore. We can put ours There's the match history for all three Pistons. With all the playoffs with the American flag, which was supposed to be on a fan to move. Exactly, I think students were presenting their projects, even making school videos. I think it's great to encourage creativity like that. It's so cool, I would have loved to have that at school, really.
We're going back downstairs. The floor downstairs is a bit scary, I think. It's much gloomier.
With the water leak on top of that.
We'll go see what the water leak looks like later?
Yeah.
Because it's also in a very rundown, humid classroom.
No kidding, we're going to break a sweat.
Yeah. We also have a bunker to find.
Oh yeah.
It's a bit icy on the ground here.
Did you hear that noise here? Whoa, it's slippery.
Bunker!
No, it's cool to see the images like that.
Yeah, it looks good. And you see, it's not the first time I've seen leaves like that, with taking and living written on them too. I think there was a time when they still collected some materials from this school.
You can see that there are quite a few rooms that are still empty.
That's really scary, full of kids' friends. It's very scary there. It's completely dark. What is that? A bunker. There are water leaks here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hear it. We have all the Christmas socks here. Now, we're starting to look for the bunker, I think. Yeah, and we also have to find the main gymnasium.
Yeah, there are some crazy trophies there.
That one's really cool. Again, lots of equipment and everything's still here. But what's closed off is mostly the piano's already here.
Innovator to watch world, very stylish. There must have been a trophy gallery, but not like in American television shows.
I think many were stolen. This is what's left and was placed here.
The green one is unbroken and stylish.
There's a synthesizer.
Which doesn't synthesize much anymore.
A conference room, a study room. Wow, yeah, that was the show.
A satanic ritual.
Yeah, did you see that? It's a little weird there.
A small room for end-of-year shows or something like that.
Yeah.
It's really aged badly up there. The water leaks are terrible.
You can see all the parquet warping, which is a shame. The city had no choice but to abandon schools like this. Hundreds have closed over 20 years. I don't even know how kids got to school anymore.
But that's what we noticed in bankrupt cities, like Algari. It's the schools that close first.
Yeah.
It's terrible, because without education there will be crime.
We just thought of something. Since there's flooding and it's an area we haven't explored yet and we're looking for a bunker, the bunker might be flooded.
That wouldn't be cool.
It's not impossible. All right, we're going to go here. Ah, but these are restrooms.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah? Wow.
Damn, that's really powerful.
Yeah, it's intense.
There are several dozen liters of water per minute.
Where do they go after that?
I don't know, into the bunker.
Damn, I didn't see that coming.
As you saw during the exploration, we had already noticed heating and electricity, but on top of that, we're going to notice that there's still running water, leaking, and that's where the strange noise we've been hearing was coming from.
And the water bill? I don't even want to think about it.
We just saw the fallout shelter sign. It's glowing, because basically we came in through the door over there. To the left of that door was the fallout shelter sign.
That's true. The sign is really cool.
Are we going to find this bunker, man?
Yeah, and there must still be a lot of things left there.
Yeah, there's a whole part of the school we haven't done yet.
First, look at this table. These were likely meant to be sold, but never found buyers. Those are bathrooms over there.
Why are you going into the girls' bathroom?
Shit!
You're nuts. What do the girls' bathrooms look like?
It's really creepy. These tables were made in 2012.
In 2005, that's not the latest date?
I don't think so.
Wow, the library, wow.
With a lot of stuff stored everywhere. What's that?
This is the bunker.
Catacombs 2 and 3. Did you see the smoke?
No.
No, look on the side there. You put it like this.
Ah, yes.
Weird. There are all the books. Did you see how damp they are?
At the same time, with all the humidity in the air.
No kidding.
It's really cool here.
It's a shame there's all this mess in the middle of the room. Still a bunch of computer screens, totally busted towers.
Yeah, I didn't think humidity would cost that much, you know? Director's office? Executive director?
And here we are in the director's office, indeed. You can really tell.
Yeah, it really looks like a director's office.
Here's a 2016 calendar.
That's already more and more recent.
More and more recent.
We spent 20 years abandoning it.
But that's still 9 years of abandonment.
These are offices for continuing and professional education, student life, and more.
Yeah, exactly.
With the American flag below you.
It's wild, everything that was in that school.
When we say everything was left behind, we mean it. Everything is still here. The clock, the Bible.
Holy Bible! Oh, the clock, it's incredible.
It's crazy what's in the gym, did you see?
Wow.
So much equipment.
The amount of equipment.
It's absurd.
But here there are really hundreds of them.
I don't even know how it all fit in the whole school to begin with.
It's amazing how much is left.
I wonder if this school stored items from other abandoned schools nearby.
That can happen too.
When we get to the gym, we realize it's filled with computer equipment. Way too much computer equipment for just this one school.
As we mentioned, many schools were emptied, with everything stored in certain schools that acted as shelters for the equipment.
And that's what we can see here.
Because it's easier to secure one school with all the equipment rather than several schools with the equipment spread out.
Really, there are a lot, but they don't fit in all the rooms, and there's not even any use in having so many.
Funny enough, the upstairs gym was donated by Ford, while this one came from Chrysler.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's really cool. It really makes you realize the impact cars have on this city.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Oh wow, look at all this. The goal now is to find the bunker.
No.
I don't know. Honestly, it looks like it.
It looks like it, yeah.
We'd need something to use as a crowbar or something.
It really looks like a bunker door, but I think the bunker is a lost cause.
Anyway, it really looks a lot like a bunker door. Yeah, so, yeah. And I think if there was a place, it would be here.
It's locked and no one before us has opened it, so I doubt we can.
No.
Unfortunately.
Too bad. But hey, it was still a really great exploration with lots of discoveries, lots of twists and turns, and an unbelievable amount of stress. You see, this is already a glimpse of the abandoned schools in Detroit, but don't worry, that's not all. Like we said, 200 schools have been abandoned in 20 years. We're going to go see what the others look like.
So we've finished exploring this school, which was still completely untouched, and it was really incredible to explore. Now we're going to head to a second school. As mentioned, there are many in Detroit, but this one has a different atmosphere. The school is heavily tagged and has faced significant vandalism.
Most importantly, we'll discover we're just 10 meters from a possible squat.
We're now at another abandoned school. Well, this one is going to have a different vibe because even though it's been boarded up, it's open to the elements, as they say.
We're still going to take a look.
It's mainly to show the school we explored earlier isn't an isolated case. So there are many that ended up in the same condition.
This one is much more gloomy.
I think we'll find much less equipment here. And that's why earlier we were telling you that it's very possible that all the equipment from the surrounding schools was stored here.
Not in the school we explored earlier, because it's often easier to have everything centralized in one place to protect rather than dozens of schools.
Yeah, it's really creepy here. Oh, a playground. It's the schoolyard.
Yeah, it's the schoolyard.
Yeah.
That's cool.
The school playground. It reeks of cannabis.
That's what I just said, yeah.
Yeah.
A whole little playground with the slides and so on. The trees must have been abandoned for a long time to grow like that.
Yeah, that's clear. These facilities.
That was a nice curved classroom with a courtyard view.
It's beautiful. When you were taking your tests here, you were so mad seeing the other students playing outside.
Yeah, that's for sure. You know, it's the kind of place that's so open to the four winds.
What did you hear?
We won't stay here long. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go check it out.
It's the kind of place that's so open to the elements in a sketchy neighborhood.
We shouldn't forget that we're in Detroit.
Yeah, it's the kind of place where you could easily come across a dead body or some shady people.
Plus, our 2 flashlights make us look like police. Shh, it smells like poop. There are people here, let's get out of here. It smelled like, you know, like it was starting to get warmer, and it literally smelled more like poop. Some chill people might be hanging out and smoking joints. I wouldn't be surprised. Just to the left there was a big gym, but we're not going to go to places like that.
Come on, let's get out of here.
We didn't hesitate. The smells were too close and we even felt heat from the hallway. We realized there was a squat nearby and left immediately to avoid being heard.
To explore a third school? This will be really cool to explore, since we're discovering a huge amphitheater.
It's the largest abandoned school in Detroit. This is a much older place.
Yeah, but it's looks boring to go through. It's winter. Will he talk to us? He's coming closer on the left.
It's fine.
There's glass. Fortunately, we're not that reckless.
But it's fine. There are a lot of them anyway. There's not enough time, or we could go the other way. Could we?
I think so, right?
And the hole, what was it like?
With 4 wheels.
What are you talking about?
It was behind the fences meant for shoes. There's an entrance.
Did you see the footprints?
Yeah. How old do you think they are? From today?
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Should we take a look anyway?
Or maybe from yesterday, I don't know.
Should we take a look anyway?
Yeah, we can.
We're ready to turn back, and let's be discreet. There are no footprints, but we're not leaving any either.
It's the cafeteria.
It looks like a prison.
Yeah.
Is there fencing like this everywhere?
American-style lockers as usual. Wow.
What?
Incredible.
Dude, I think this place is really well known.
Yeah, I saw it.
I think we can get there this way, but we didn't know what to expect. We had no idea this place was here.
I think that's the biggest amphitheater in Detroit.
Yeah, exactly. It's really scary.
Wow. But dude,
Holy cow! It's magnificent. Look at the sculptures on the walls and everything. Even on the ceiling.
I truly didn't expect that.
Well, yeah.
Be careful, the ground is cracked.
Yeah.
Now that's a discovery.
All the seats burned.
I'm not really surprised.
The view from here.
Wow.
It's magnificent.
It's even more interesting because we know there are people inside.
Dude, that hallway is really creepy.
Oh yeah?
It's much cleaner than the ground floor one. It's totally dark.
This place is horrible.
Yeah, and knowing people are inside makes it even creepier.
What's that?
It looks like a courtroom.
I think it's a huge library.
Oh, yes.
This school is crazy.
Yeah.
And it was huge.
Yeah, but from there to having an amphitheater like that in the middle?
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't see it coming. It's so big, it just goes off in every direction.
It's a real labyrinth.
Another beautiful classroom.
Totally empty and in poor condition.
That's what's beautiful about Detroit. You can walk anywhere in the street. You notice something interesting, go to it and find it.
That's clear.
It's so unusual, as you can see.
Wow, a swimming pool. Shut up.
That's why there were locker rooms.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's incredible. It could be split in two, that's strange.
Yeah, well, to have two classes at the same time, it's crazy.
This school is really wild though.
Yeah.
Nothing like what we've explored before.
There's still much to discover here, which is cool.
Interestingly, you simply walk down a hallway and find an abandoned pool in terrible condition.
Look, that's it, right there.
There are two staircases, one for going up and one for going down, so people don't cross paths or cause traffic jams.
It makes the flow smoother. What could be up there?
This one goes up a lot. Oh!
The gymnasium.
A very, very beautiful discovery. The size of the gymnasium.
You saw we had already seen that thing above in a school in Gary, so people can watch.
There are basketball hoops.
The floor is completely warped here. Did you see the size of the stalactites?
There, it's coming from the ceiling.
You can also see all the ice on the ground.
Yeah.
This school is gigantic.
I'm shocked.
Did you see, like, it's... these shutters to separate?
Oh yeah.
That's everywhere. I wonder if there's a boys and girls section.
It's not impossible.
We still have the school logo there on the basketball hoop. Well, at least the sports teams. Who would have thought we'd find all this here?
No way, not in a million years, yeah.
It completes the school we just found. These are all rooms we hadn't seen before.
I love it, it's wild. And once again, another abandoned school. You saw it. This one was run down from humidity, leaks and more. In some areas it was in disastrous condition, but its enormous size and former splendor were still evident. Fortunately, all of that is over, because today, like many other schools in Detroit, it is abandoned and students can no longer attend this kind of facility. Abandoned schools are a blight on the city, and Detroit has tried everything to renovate them. But these initiatives aimed at renovating or repurposing these schools, the high cost of the work and the lack of investors have slowed down all these projects. Some schools have become housing, community centers, or artistic spaces. However, these efforts are minimal compared to Detroit's many abandoned buildings.
Today was really the day dedicated to exploring abandoned schools. They're still iconic places in Detroit.
We're wrapping up today, and tomorrow we've planned big explorations at many unique places.
Detroit keeps declining, becoming poorer and more violent. In 2013, almost 40% of its street lights didn't work. Entire neighborhoods are plunged into darkness. Unemployment tops. 20% Detroit also has one of the nation's highest homicide rates, with up to 54 murders per 100,000 residents. At its worst, the city is called the most dangerous in the United States, described as a post-apocalyptic place in America's heart.
Detroit's July 1967 riot was one of its most serious events. It began after police raided a speakeasy popular with the African American community. The unrest lasted 5 days, with looting, fires, and violent clashes involving police, the National Guard, and residents.
A heavy toll, 43 dead, over 1,000 injured, 2,000 buildings destroyed. This event marked a turning point in the city's decline.
In the 1980s and 1990s, Detroit was a major center for drug trafficking, led by gangs like Best Friend and Young Boys Incorporated. And these criminal organizations fueled a wave of extreme violence, with murders happening right in the streets and corruption that even reached the police.
In 2013, Detroit became the largest United States city to declare bankruptcy, owing $18 billion.
Police, facing underfunding and staff shortages, averaged 58 minutes to respond to emergency calls, which is dramatic for an emergency.
This caused crime to rise in some neighborhoods, often forcing residents to fend for themselves.
On day 3, we'll change the atmosphere entirely, since we had found an abandoned place with a very grim story. And this abandoned place is a funeral home.
This place has a unique story, as it was raided by police before being shut down.
And it was the police who discovered the horrible story that was happening here.
We're in a funeral home that was raided by the police a few years ago. There's electricity and still quite a lot to see, especially what's behind Corentin. A very flashy coffin. Who would want to be buried in a pink coffin? It's quite unusual.
What's behind this room?
It's like a storage room for coffins up front.
Yeah, you see, well, the door is thicker than... I don't know if it was a cold room. No, I don't think so.
No, I think it's just a storage room. Look ahead. But what is that?
And here we have, are those tombstones? Or things that were put there?
Those are funeral urns. Those are urns. There's still a coffin there, that's clear.
They're empty, there are photos and everything, it's horrible.
There are dates, there are names, first names. Even here, there are plenty. Wait. This one is full? No, I just think it's heavy because it won't open. It's solid.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's stones. Come take a look.
They're checks.
No, not that. Look left. Do you see that?
That's someone's ashes. Oh shit. Yeah, shut up.
Cremation, that's someone. Yeah, and that too. Oh wow.
There are still these people's ashes left. There are a lot of checks that are still here. A lot of checks.
Dude, they'll be the ones to find a real corpse.
Oh yeah?
No, it's just the context. Damn, it's dark and I'm really uncomfortable here. An old crematorium on Detroit's outskirts became the center of a chilling scandal. In 2021, police found abandoned, uncremated bodies piled there. The place was unlicensed, unsanitary, and run by a previously sanctioned former undertaker. In brief, a completely illegal operation. Police found bodily fluids, abandoned urns, and open coffins inside. An absolutely morbid scene, worthy of a horror movie, but all too real, and like so many other places around Detroit, the decline continues. Proof that in some areas the collapse never really stopped. Here we have some photos. And right there, a huge coffin that's really soft and completely blinking. Many things are still missing or have been removed. We noticed a chimney above, suggesting a possible cremation site. I think it also functions as storage because there's a...
With many machines, the tractor is in front.
Yeah, but there's a garage next to it. They might use it. That's why we shouldn't stay here long.
There are still blinking lights, which scares me. There's a blinking light on the exit door. What is it?
It's not reassuring.
It's a detector.
Shit, I don't know if he has something, but we'll do this very quickly, very quickly. That's an oven, that is.
Well, I think that's a crematory oven.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Look, come see load cremate. Oh yeah.
And here too, look, he has another one. Oh, it's the first time we've found something like this. I don't think we can open them without electricity. We have to be really quick. I think we've been detected. Yeah, we really shouldn't stay here long. I think we should just leave now. And there, look at that. Wasn't that a body bag?
Yeah, damn. We'll check out what's in the rest pretty quickly, and then we'll leave.
We kept making discoveries that were more and more creepy. We even found some ashes and cremation ovens. Honestly, the place we were in was creepy and all the electricity was still on. So yeah, we knew that at any moment someone could show up and stop us or even attack us. We decided to leave immediately because the place was too scary.
We went to an abandoned movie theater and were surprised by how easily we got inside.
As you saw, Detroit has many abandoned places. Today, we're exploring an iconic spot in the city.
A place full of life?
A place full of life, exactly. Yes, there have been many that were abandoned, unfortunately. And the cinema is one of them. We're going to find out right away what's inside through this little hidden door that lets us see the interior.
Do we arrive directly in a room?
We arrived directly in a room. Actually, I'll close the door completely behind us.
So we won't be disturbed.
We can't see anything right now. Ah, great. It won't turn on. This is a hassle. I hope we're alone.
I hope we're alone too.
One of our biggest fears in Detroit is places that could potentially be squatted.
That's clear.
And so here we are, in an abandoned movie theater.
The theater looks really big.
And it looks like it's in really good condition, especially movie theaters we visit are hit or miss.
Yeah, since people often squat in them and start fires and stuff.
Last time we visited a movie theater, we had a bad experience. Hopefully that won't happen again today. We're going to check out the reception area. This first room is already beautiful.
Yeah, in red like that. After finding the first screening room, which was in great condition, we're going to find ourselves in the corridors and the lobby of the cinema, which, unlike the screening rooms, is in a terrible state. It's in catastrophic condition.
And here it's been ransacked. I thought I would find a place in better condition. Because when you look at the outside of the cinema, well, the screening room, it's in good condition, but here...
Oh yeah, I didn't see that coming.
I didn't see it coming that it would be in this state.
Especially when you enter a room in great condition.
That's right. So in the end, a place in Detroit.
I think it's the wind making things bang.
We need to be cautious since places in Detroit are often vandalized. We're here for the story, not the beauty.
And to show you that there are plenty.
Especially to show you many abandoned places. I don't think we'll stay too long in this reception hall, which doesn't have much left to tell.
We'll check for more rooms or things. Here are rooms 1 to 4. Over there are 5 to 10. There are 10 rooms total.
It's still pretty big.
It's huge.
We can go explore a new room. We should find the master room. It's creepy. Hello? This room is magnificent. All in red like this. The screen is in better shape than the last room. I think we should check if we can see any machinery through it.
There doesn't seem to be much left in there.
What's wrong?
There doesn't seem to be much left in there.
There's a room on the other side in good condition. I'm not sure if that's the one we saw from above. Magnificent. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Very stylish, and the atmosphere is so calm here.
This red tapestry on the side is magnificent.
Yes, it really gives it a special charm. Old-fashioned cinemas. Here, we're in a theater that's really taken a beating.
Yeah, the ceiling burned. No, it just got moldy.
I think it's mold. Just look at the tiles. Did you see the air marks on it? It's terrifying, the ceiling collapsing completely. That's the curse of all the abandoned places we've explored in Detroit. The humidity quickly destroys everything.
But this one, it's complicated. This isn't the top room. Look at the screen.
Completely non-existent, but it's still cool to see all the different atmospheres you can find here.
We're going in. That appears to be the pipe access, and it looks much larger.
And even access to the roof. With the projection rooms, we can easily see which room is worth visiting and photographing. It's a bit creepy. Film reels still exist.
Oh, yeah.
Now we can look inside the rooms. They're big.
It's nice. The view from here, too.
Also, being here, it doesn't matter which room he's in. There, I feel like it came from above. Oh, that one is huge. It's beautiful. Incredible. That one could be interesting to go inside, and that one too. That one as well, though it's smaller. Actually, it's too small.
Yeah, it's not the master room.
No, the one that was actually there was huge, probably the biggest.
After that, it just keeps going like crazy.
There were 5 rooms on that side, and that one is also really big. Wow, wow. That's impressive.
On that side will be the rooms to review.
There's one more over there. I think it'll be small.
Does this door go back down?
I think so. So here, the spot that was here, you see it? That's where the projector was. Exactly. Still just as big too. Yes, but no screen, unfortunately. No.
Okay, we know which one we're going to check out.
Exactly. The first one was really nice. Is it on that side?
I thought it was on the other side. Let's go in.
First of all, it's double doors. Did you see? Oh yeah, it used to be single doors.
And there, before our eyes,
The master room. Oh yes, all right. Ah yes, really huge.
much, much bigger.
This movie theater could hold a lot of people.
Yes.
The atmosphere is crazy.
Ceiling pieces are collapsing everywhere.
Way too cool. It's always a great vibe at the movies.
And thinking that no one will ever be able to come here again, it's sad.
No more movies will be shown.
Yeah,
Time has stopped here.
exactly. We explored each room, finding some completely vandalized and others untouched. Still, it was amazing to see once lively places now abandoned, like so many in Detroit.
And among the abandoned places, there are also many places of worship, including a very well-known abandoned church, which we are going to visit right now and where we are going to have a little encounter.
Here is an abandoned church. Sound of footsteps.
This leads straight to the entrance. The advantage of the snow.
It looks like it's in pretty bad shape inside. Makes sense.
It's risky, yeah.
There might be people inside.
Well, if there are footprints.
Wow! It took such a beating. we're just taking pictures.
Hello?
Where are you from?
Pardon?
Where are you from?
France.
France? How long have you been here?
2 weeks. We're traveling.
Oh, okay.
And we had breakfast before. Yes?
Are you writers?
Sorry?
Are you writers?
Writers?
Are you writers?
No.
Just exploring?
Yeah.
Is it you?
Yes.
Nice tags.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
You too.
But that's a cool interaction.
Someone made a nice tag here. I call it nice since it's here, but we generally don't like tags.
We had a quick chat with a very friendly person making a huge tag in the church. It was gigantic.
We didn't approve, but told him it was great then.
That's right. We told him great job and everything. Even though, honestly, I hate graffiti, but, well, we weren't going to criticize him for what he was doing.
He went to get his brolic? Well.
But there you go. So, we were also able to see what abandoned places of worship were like, or even living spaces in general in Detroit.
We didn't decide to stay any longer in that abandoned church because we felt a bit uncomfortable being with that person.
We didn't know if things could go wrong or anything, so we didn't want to take any risks.
So we decided to leave the building and go to the next one, which was an abandoned residential building. It had a very unique atmosphere.
Oh, that's creepy.
Damn, it's in a catastrophic state. It's the kind of place you wouldn't recommend.
Seriously, there have been some fire outbreaks. Oh yeah, are we surprised? The state it's in right now. Wow, it scares me that I might fall through the floor.
Yeah, I hope there aren't any...
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to go upstairs.
We're walking on a sensitive floor.
Yeah, there's a basement, 1 floor below.
Yeah.
It's a really run-down building.
Like so many buildings here. Going back inside will be scary since the building's condition is alarming. There are holes everywhere, and it feels like the building could collapse at any moment. We won't stay very long, but we'll still explore and discover some rooms, and the atmosphere inside is terrifying. There are mini apartments.
Yeah, but I think it was just an apartment building. Now no one lives there anymore. You can probably guess that.
That's been true for a long time.
I just got something dropped on my head. Only one big seat is left here. We'll pass it on the street with a big couch over there. All the stairways are blocked off. There's no way to get upstairs, but then again, do we really want to go upstairs?
Yeah, well, kind of.
Given the state of the building, we're already in danger just being here.
It's so creepy.
Oh, damn.
Well, no, we're getting out of here. Oh, damn. Yeah, we're leaving right now.
Yeah, because right now, that's a reason to die.
Yeah, I don't feel like it.
We're still gonna check over there.
No, look, yeah, no. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here.
This place is way too dangerous.
There are some buildings that are abandoned and in terrible condition.
It's too complicated here, and has been abandoned for at least 20 years.
At least, yeah.
After this full day of exploration, we decide to go to bed so we can get to the last day tomorrow.
On our 4th and final day, we wanted to experience the city and explore any abandoned places. We went to a neighborhood and got out to film everything.
At that point, we were confident to do it. We're about to take a tour of the neighborhood.
Because right here we discovered something pretty exceptional. Well, first you can just look to your right. And actually there are a lot of things that are abandoned around here. And it's to show you that there are neighborhoods like this that aren't very lucky and where literally everything is abandoned. Let's go.
So here, this is pretty big. It's completely abandoned. I think it used to be a residential building.
Anyway, it looks like it. There we go. You have to be quick.
Abandoned houses, big abandoned buildings. This one isn't. I'm more into the Kamtas.
There, just to the right, all of that is abandoned.
Kumberites, all of that, abandoned. Abandoned.
Look at the state of the street. I don't think you're ready for the number of abandoned buildings here. It's pretty colossal.
That building over there, completely abandoned as well.
Probably another residential building too.
I think that was a school complex. Oh yeah? Yes, Highland, that's right. Over there on the right. It was, I think, a very big school. I'm not sure yet. Because now all of that on the right is completely abandoned. Look, Highland Public School.
Yeah, that's right. The school was huge. You saw in the video that Detroit has many abandoned schools.
I think that's the type of building there, are the most of abandoned.
That once again.
That building over there is scary.
Yeah, it's wide open.
Not sure we should go in there, judging by how it looks. Totally wrecked. Like I said, raising kids in this neighborhood must be awful.
You only see places this shady. It must be really something else. The building on the left is completely burned down. This destroyed building makes the area feel deserted.
Walking around in this atmosphere is terrifying.
There you see, we're a bit comfortable, but...
It's still pretty creepy. Look behind you. The streetlights in this neighborhood aren't even on.
Oh yeah, the streetlights are completely off over there.
Here we really are, you could say, in the Urbex paradise, if we go past the places quickly enough. Because you see, it's very run down. Did you see all the way over there on the left?
Oh yeah.
Over there, another huge abandoned building.
Oh, the house.
It doesn't make you want to live here.
What do you think about it?
Look at the street. It's a disaster, isn't it?
To fully grasp the damage, drone footage is the best option.
As you can see, there are many abandoned buildings. Detroit wants to move on and try to erase some past scars. They're demolishing and renovating buildings, especially one I consider the city's most iconic, the Michigan Central Station.
For many years, this station was completely abandoned. It was truly the iconic abandoned building.
As mentioned, the city is moving on.
Built in the 20th century, it saw the city's industrial boom before being abandoned. It was inaugurated in 1914 to replace the old station destroyed by fire. Another time, the station was the highest railway station in the world, with 18 floors.
Its large size showed Detroit's importance as an industrial and automotive hub, drawing thousands of travelers daily.
During World War II, the station served as a key hub for moving troops and supplies, aiding the American military effort.
After the war, cars and airplanes gradually made passenger rail less important. Yes, because we've noticed in the United States, trains are not at all a preferred means of transportation for Americans. They much prefer cars and airplanes. And as a result, in the 1950s, the number of people using the station dropped and many services were reduced.
The station had multiple owners and poor maintenance.
The last passenger train left the station in January, 1988, ending an era.
After its closure, Michigan Central Station became a symbol of Detroit's decline.
The building was vandalized, looted, and abandoned.
For years, renovation projects were proposed but failed as the city debated demolition. Then in 2018, a new era began, when Ford Motor Company acquired Michigan Central Station to create a tech center for autonomous and connected vehicles.
A few years ago, it was worth $100,000, but now Ford has invested over $700 million to renovate it.
Things have come full circle, and that really shows Ford's involvement in Detroit's economy and that he doesn't want to leave the city behind.
Today, the past scars are slowly fading. Ghost houses are turning into community gardens, and crumbling walls are now covered with hopeful murals. Neighborhoods are slowly reviving due to residents' energy.
Art collectives, community projects, and urban renovations are slowly helping Detroit move forward.
What if, despite its history of decline, the city is now starting a new chapter?
That's really what we've noticed over the past few days in Detroit. The fact is, despite all these abandoned places, there's a real effort by the city to try to rise from its ashes.
And despite everything we had heard about the city of Detroit, that it was a very dangerous city with high crime rates.
After a few days, we felt comfortable in the city and weren't afraid for our lives.
Especially since most of the people we met were really welcoming and happy to talk about their city. Honestly, it was really a pleasure to talk with them.
And that, at no point, could we have imagined on day one.
Keep in mind the journey is still long. For example, we visited another city to see life there, but found nothing. Many buildings are abandoned and few people are out, so Detroit still has a long way to go.
Those 4 days were fascinating for discovering the mentality of Americans living there, and I think we learned a lot.
It was absolutely unique to spend 4 days in a city like that with so many abandoned places, such a striking and legendary history. Every day, you notice a stark contrast between occupied houses and lively schools, and in contrast, destroyed homes and empty public places.
We hope you enjoyed this documentary. This is likely our biggest video yet.
So don't hesitate to share, like, and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already.
We'll leave it here and take a 1-month break for vacation. Enjoy your vacation too. What else can we say?
And we'll see you in September for some exceptional videos about prison.
Yeah, because, well, in the United States, we got into a lot of trouble, and you'll finally find out what happened in the American prison. This is September's first video.
See you in September. Gabriel and Corentin, bye.